I tell you to wash my car. I know. Whatever I tell you to wash my car or my sandals, It's something. I feel like the way you can tell me to actually do that is that someone just requesting you to do that for me.
Yeah.
It's not so
hard.
Yeah.
It's not so hard. That is not ordering, unless when you're not educated enough to understand between an order and a request.
Yeah.
So honestly, we don't have anything to do for you.
It's bossy and a controller, so they say.
So today on the couch with my love, we are going to discuss what happens when a woman is richer than a man in marriage. Not only in marriage, but in real life and in relationship. So welcome back to Shakima. Is the 5th episode. Welcome and thank you for subscribing and for supporting us. Today I'm with Gigi. Let her introduce herself and we proceed.
So hey guys, thank you for tuning in on the couch with my love. As usual, I'm simply Ochams, and as she has stated, on today's episode we're going to be discussing what happens when a woman earns more or has more
than
a man.
Yeah. So we've had these controversies about women behaving like the opposite when they are richer than the men.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, but they are already like criticized and crucified. So according to your own understanding and to what you've seen and what you've heard, what do you think happens when a woman is richer than a man?
Well, in most cases, men always tend to be insecure.
Yeah, true.
They're always insecure. Say, like they'll put this thing in their mind that if she's earning more than me, then she'll be bossy or she'll be doing the most, all sorts of things. So
I think actually men be insecure because the society put this in them that they have to be the controller. Yes, we don't disagree with that. A man has to lead, but you don't have to control, right? So the fact that it becomes so hard for a man to control a woman when they are bringing the high, like they are putting the high hand on the table, they become so insecure. You get that?
Yeah.
Like they become so insecure instead of actually working hand in hand, like to lift each other or to be helped by a woman.
Yeah.
I don't know, I feel like they become jealous. We are going to talk about that point, but I think the insecurity comes from jealous. That point of being jealous. Why is she earning more? I have to be the controller. I have to be the leader and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But should it be like that? Honestly,
it shouldn't, because I think one thing that they forget is that we are both heads of. Yes, you're the head of the family.
Yeah.
But when you're not around, I'm considered the head of the family as well when you're not around. So they forget that part.
Yeah.
They always want to lead, which is okay.
Yeah.
They can lead.
Yeah.
But how are you leading? Because in most cases they tend to, you have to support.
Yeah.
Because you bring in let me say a conversation or something that is going to help you as a family.
Yeah.
And then you give your opinion, I give you my opinion, but it doesn't matter at that point because you feel whatever I am saying is going to be greater, because at the end of the day, you will still need my advice, you still take my advice, but
because actually in actual sense, women, they do the managerial work.
Yes.
If it's about administration, women do the most in administrative work at home. Not only at home, but a man will have hardships outside the home, and then when they come back home, they expect a woman to be there emotionally, physically. They have to push you, they have to this and that. So if you cannot do those things, why can't you say, like, what can't you sit yourself down and you're like, instead of being insecure about why she's getting money, you should actually be grateful. Because at the end of the day, when you go for a woman who doesn't earn anything, you say she's lazy, they say she's lazy, she's this and that. I think you can work hand in hand and uplift each other more than being insecure and leading to the failure of the relationship. So tell us what you think about that point of insecurity in man when a woman earns more. I think it shouldn't be the case.
Yeah, they shouldn't.
Yeah. Another thing that I've realized, actually, what happens when a woman earns more than a man, men becomes like jealous and entitled. Why do you think that happens?
I feel like when a man sees that you're earning more or you're doing the most, they'll feel so less of themselves as well, that they'll be jumping on you instead.
Even explain. I think that jealousy part of men comes from the point where they have that entitlement. Oh, I have to lead. I have to be earning more. I don't know who told them that, but that is actually wrong. A woman can be better than a man like 10 times, and it is okay. It doesn't take away your masculine side of you. It does not.
No, it doesn't.
So I feel like they become jealous. The fact that maybe, I don't know, but in most cases, even if he's your man, a man will never want a woman to win more than him. A man will never want a woman to be the breadwinner of the family. They always want you to be like the subordinate one, which I think if you're in a relationship or you're in marriage, that is not prison, that I have to bend low, I have to bow for you. Like I don't have to do that. We have to be partners. It's so surprising that when a woman like wins, they always think about their men.
At home
And
as
if
well,
a man wins more or they get more money, the first thing they will think about getting themselves a car, having this girl that they have been like wanting to impress every time, which is different from what a woman. A woman will always want to, because women love to brag. They
yeah.
want to show off their men. I feel like they always think about their men first before they actually think about anything
Themselves,
else.
yeah.
But when a woman comes maybe with a gift of 5M, which the man cannot even afford, like half price of that, they feel like this woman is going to be taken away by another man. This woman is going to chase me away just because they are doing the most than them. I feel like to a certain extent, men don't like the men, just somehow they are selfish. And
some of them are selfish. And to add on that, I think them on the jealous part, in this industry of business and what have you, we have to work with like different genders.
Yeah, true.
And with those different genders are different minds. And different minds always make a business.
Yeah.
So if they find out that you have, like, you're doing a business and it's successful, obviously, and you're working with different genders, they'll be like, oh, so now men are giving you money, or men are doing that, or men are doing this. No, this part, mind you, whatever you're bringing in is for the both of you. Is her thinking of you as well. So I wouldn't say all men. Some men have that mind of, like, if I have something that is going on, if I'm being successful, and then I will start putting he'll start putting you down in a way, like making you feel so less of yourself.
Yeah, true.
So I think that's quite selfish, and the jealousy is not needed unless given the mind.
And then that entitlement part of it's because the society brought them like that. They always told them you have to live and all that. But if you're not doing your best, if you're not doing your best to be better than me, then you should accept the fact that I'm doing better than you, and we should at least cooperate to lift each other than being jealous. So before we actually proceed, have you subscribed? So tell us what you think about that point too before we proceed. The comment section is open. Please be respectful.
One more thing that I feel that is one key is that a man will always find faults in everything that you do.
That's true.
Be it buying things. Let's say you've started a home. You've bought this and you've bought that. You've paid for the supplies, like house things, And then if, let me say, something has happened, and then you'll be like, no, stop spending this thing is expensive or something. And then boom, a fight has occurred. And then the insults, the what, everything, and then she'll he will just act like as if whatever you're doing is like as if you're trying to make him feel bad, and then he'll be just spoiling things.
Actually, for example, these traditional men, these men were brought up in a society where their mothers used to put water for their fathers, like for their husbands, in the bathroom. Now, if I have my money, honestly, we both wake up in the morning and we have to. If you want a traditional woman, then be a traditional man. Do the most. Yeah. If I'm doing 50%, then do 50%. If we are doing 50%, you do not expect me to wake up, put for you water in the bathroom, yet I'm giving 50%. Now, if I don't do that because I'm making my money, of course I will do other things as a woman. But if you don't do just one small thing, they will start saying, she's disrespectful because she has money. She's not doing this and that. But honestly, why am I giving 50-50? Why am I contributing 50-50 and then you expect me to do other chores that I'm not supposed to do?
And by the way, most of those men, most of them are these uneducated people. Most of them are so uneducated that they just want to impose whatever their mothers used to do, because it's not like it's insulting, but most mothers used to do the most. They used to baby our grandparents. So I think they see that this is what my mom is doing, and then they feel like just because I'm working, I'm making more, I should still do the exact same thing that
but there's no point for a woman to be working like twice or thrice, or to be contributing thrice you make, and then you expect her to do each and everything at home as a woman should do, as you term it. I don't believe in that. Ella, my future husband, do not expect that. Unless, please, do the most. I'll be a traditional woman that you want. For you. So I think that is fair and it makes sense.
It does.
So another thing that I would like her to talk about is actually, this goes to, they say, women, if a woman is earning more than a man, they become bossy and controllers. How true is that?
Do you know why they say that?
No.
It's because, like, it's the same term that I explained earlier of, I've come back in a place, I found the house messy. You've been here, I've found the house messy. I've found you've left the gas on. You guys know how gas is expensive, my dears. So the gas is on, the fridge is left open, and once the fridge is open, electricity is going. So then I come and I tell you, you didn't remove this, the gas is still on, what? Then you'll be like, no, you're not respecting me, you're bossing me around, am I your house boy, or am I your that? So that's why they term it as being bossy, yet it's you helping me and me helping you.
Because
so it's honestly, a 50-50 thing.
It's a 50-50 because honestly, we both went to work. I worked maybe 6 hours more overtime, and then you've been home for 5 hours. At least try to help me out, so that maybe if we need to make dinner, I'm going to find a place clean. I'm not going to come to a disorganized sitting room when you've been home. But you expect me to work 6 more hours overtime, we've been home just laying on the couch in a dirty disorganized house, and then expect me to cook for you or prepare dinner for you? No, to hell no.
The funny thing is, I've come home, I've done the most, I've left home clean, tidy, and what have you. And then I've come back in a messy home. And how women, how messy it is once you've left a certain place clean, and then you come back and find it messy. Do you know the kind of stress
it
that
stresses
you go with?
You actually?
It's so stressful. It's even you don't know how you just start going off. You just find yourself off, because that's just a turn off.
Because honestly, if I'm going to work hard, I'm going to spend a whole day out there, I would like to come back to a home, a clean home. And in most cases, we leave it clean. So if I ask you, please help me do this, that is not ordering, unless when you're not educated enough to differ between an order and a request.
Yeah.
So honestly, we don't have anything to do for you. Anyways,
another I tell point. You to wash my car.
I know. What if I tell you to wash my car or my sandals?
It's something. I feel like the way you can tell me to actually do that, it's the same one just requesting you to do that for me.
Yeah.
It's not so
hard.
Yeah.
It's not so hard. If you can tell me to prepare for you dinner, then iron for me my clothes. Put them together, the clothes that I'm going to wear tomorrow. It's called, that is
reciprocating.
Yeah. Yes.
Just it's like giving love. There is no way you want to be given love when you don't offer love. It is.
So most people say, actually, if a woman earns more, she's going to kick you out of her house.
Of course,
no, because actually, if I'm earning more, I'm not saying it happens, but if you're big-headed, you're lazy, and you're not trying, how do you expect to stay in a house that I'm paying for when you're disrespecting me? Of course, I'm going to kick you out, because you know why? What do you bring on the table? Like, because you always ask that question to ladies. Now, it's your turn. What do you bring on the table? Yeah. And why should you expect like me to be like, to put up with everything of yours, the bad manners, the laziness and all that?
The beating.
Yeah, the
Some
beating.
Even end up beating.
Of course, you go out. Like, telikutesa. You have to go out. Yeah, so I don't think actually it's so hard to be I don't think it's so hard to be with a woman who earns more than a man.
No, it's not.
But it depends on how you are raised as a man and how a woman was raised, and how respectful the marriage is.
You should even be happy, because whenever you're not around, or God forbid something happens to you, your kids are secure.
I know.
Like, you're not leaving your kids just like that.
Yes,
because there's stay-home moms, no offense, and they're just there, not doing anything but just spending and spending, and then not doing even not thinking of, let me start this certain business or let me do this. No, some of them are just there. Fine, they give you support or but just be grateful that your wife is earning more. And
you've got someone who's going to nurture your kids, actually even nurture you into a proper man.
Yes.
However, every time we do that, we try, in most cases when we try that, you look for someone else. That's why ladies who are making their own money, they don't actually, in most cases, they don't care. They don't take their time to nurture you, because they know the results after. If you get to the point where you're now a good man, you're presentable, and you somehow you just look for a slave queen, someone also. That's why you call them bossy, but it's not that hard. It's not that serious, Yeah. So thank you for watching. This has been episode 5. Thank you for being here. Imagine 5 full episodes and we are together. Whew. Thank you so much. Someone new there would like to know your names, your channel name, and what they should expect from your content.
Well, I'm Simply Ochams, aka
JJ
only. So my name is Ochamringa Goretti, and known as Simply Ochams. I have a cooking channel. It's all about cooking for now, but very soon you're going to expect a sip of coffee. You're going to expect like different travels. You're going to we're just going to be traveling and doing the most.
Yeah.
So stay tuned, and I hope you guys enjoy what you have, because it's just going to keep on going better and better.
Yeah. For those who don't know, we are designed by Premium Glam on our clothes, and if you need such designs, please,
the CEO
inbox us. Don't be that mean, be different. don't be our friends. Anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I have so many of you here. We actually at 2.6. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Leave your thoughts in the comment section and see you in another episode. Bye.